everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome doggy. This is not your area. Leave. Anyway, today is day 54 of 40. Today is day 44 of the 50 days. And today I'm doing something a little more serious. My channel is usually quite silly, and I usually just muck about and make random jokes and try and be funny, even though I'm not. Today I'm going to be, oh, holy frick! The hairband out of my hair just broke and pinged and went in there, and I thought it was a moth. I'm doing a more serious video. All jokes aside, today I'm doing anxiety and life advice. Just before I start this video, I just want to tell you that I feel like Marina Joyce. I'm sorry. Okay, more serious. Are you serious? No, this video is that my mum, I'm no professional. I'm not trained to give anyone advice. But my mum is trained in cognitive behavioural therapy, which is helping people with anxiety and stress and helping them... God's sake! Yeah. So I just didn't want you guys to be up in the comments like, what does your advice mean to me? Who are you to tell me what to do? Anxiety is a common thing nowadays. I feel like a lot of people have anxiety in the world now. I'm not surprised, to be honest. The world is a nasty place sometimes. I myself have anxiety. I would have panic attacks a lot. But the advice that I'm going to give you has helped me. So I'm hoping that it might help you or some of you out there. I had a question. Was there anyone or anything that helped you with your anxiety? My mum did, because obviously she's trained in this behavioural therapy and she's done a lot of like anxiety courses and gotten diplomas and stuff like that, so she's helped me with it. I think I helped myself, and I think support from generally my parents. I'm not going to say everyone around me because not everyone has been that supportive, but my parents definitely. To answer the anything that helped me through anxiety, I think it was just taking in my mum's advice and actually using it, because I know people get advice all the time and people are always told, yeah, you do this, do that, I swear it helps, and people just ignore it and like, no, literally nobody can help me, thanks for the advice. But yeah, but I think for me, I just generally listened to the advice and I stuck to it, because my mum gave me like little things that I could do to help me, like little tasks and things I could do to calm down, and I actually did them instead of being like, well, that's a load of pants, that's not going to help me. I actually was like, you know what, it might help. So there's a speck on my lens and it's distracting me. I think the main thing that helped with my anxiety was trying not to let stuff get to me, because some people have anxiety where they leave the house and they get anxiety because they think they didn't lock the door, or I don't know, you're driving your car and you get anxiety because you think you just run a red light but you don't know because you were thinking about doing the shopping, you know? One of the biggest things my mum always tells me is don't let your emotions control you, because your emotions are little things that come and go whether it's like the film Inside Out, you know, with the little people in the brain, the happy and the sadness and whatever's, you know, whatever's. It's like that. Basically your emotions, they come, they control you and then they leave. But it's very difficult to get control over your emotions, especially when you have something like anxiety or stress, whatever it happens to be. The first thing I'm going to go through is bullying. Bullying gives a lot of teens, sort of my age, even adults maybe, and younger kids, it gives a lot of people anxiety. And I know this because I was bullied at school, which is why I left school. And bullying it's harsh, you know. I was physically abused at school once and verbally all the time. I was most of the time left on the playground on my own, and I would sit on the bench and be sad because I had no friends, I wasn't popular, I was the weird kid and the abnormal one in the school. So it was pretty lonely. I think it's the same with a lot of people at school who have anxiety or get bullied. They don't really feel accepted and you feel alone and like you have no friends. I always say to myself, I've got no friends, why do I try talking to people because they don't like me? And I get through this whole big scenario in my head of people don't like me, I have no friends, I'm weird, that's why I don't have any friends, I need to change, people don't like me, I'm weird, I'm abnormal, whatever. And I think it's common to think like that. But there is not, everyone you know doesn't hate you. You have parents, you have family, and even if you don't have friends, you still have your family. I think a lot of the time people feel alone when they're bullied. They feel like they're not good enough, they feel like everyone hates them and that they'll never get anywhere in life because they're worthless. And it was the same in school with me, really. I had friends. I had about 3 or 4 friends that I would sometimes hang out with, but I would get bullied by these guys at school who used to make fun of me, and this girl who actually physically hurt me once on purpose, even though she said it was an accident. It was blatantly obvious that it was on purpose. And in that situation, you do feel very alone. The thing that helps me with my anxiety is just remember to breathe. And I know everyone says it with anxiety, but it actually helps you to breathe, you know. And remembering to breathe when you're having a panic attack is not the easiest thing. I used to have my mum yell at me, breathe Charlotte, breathe, breathe. And it's very hard to get yourself to breathe when you're having a panic attack. But breathing will slow your heart down, it will slow your thinking down, and it will just sort of relax you a little bit so that you're not in that panic state of mind. And as humans, we're very quick to assume that we can't be helped, and anxiety is the worst thing in the world. Oh my god, it's a disorder, I can't be helped, what's wrong with me, why does this keep happening? But in fact, anxiety is all created in the mind. I'm not going to say there's no such thing as anxiety, because there is, and I know that, but people make it a lot worse than it has to be. The biggest thing to remember when you're having a panic attack is think about what you're actually doing. If you're crying or if you're shaking, think about where you're shaking and just relax. Just take some breaths, relax, listen to some music. A thing that helps with my friend, she's got social anxiety, and she was in a big crowd of people once, and she said to me, I don't know what to do, I'm going to start freaking out and it's going to end badly, everyone's going to stare at me and think I'm weird. And I was like, just calm down. And And what helped her was thinking about something that she loves with a passion. Whether you have a pet that you really, really love, whether it's a cat or a dog or a fish or a snake or a cow, you know. If you have a pet and you start panicking, think about your pet. Think about a good time that you've had with someone, whether it was a vacation that you went on and it was really fun, just think about that. Or whether it was like maybe your wedding day, if you had a wedding, think about your wedding when you start panicking, or think about your kids, or think about, I don't know, just thinking about something that means a lot to you can help you to calm down, because especially with like a good memory, for me it helps me to think about a good memory. Like when I start panicking, I start to think of a really good holiday that I had and a place that I went to that I really enjoyed. And you know, this one time I started panicking and I just thought about when I went swimming with friends, and it was really fun and it was really funny, and it calmed me down because I started thinking of that and I started to giggle because of the funny day that we had, and it calms you down. So if you start panicking, just think about a good memory that you've had and it might just help to calm you down. People with anxiety, I know my friend suffered with this, is you tend to just think that your whole life is going to be a disaster because that day isn't going how you want it to. Like, if you're having a bad day, tend to just associate a bad time with the rest of our life being bad. And that's when people start being suicidal and stuff, but I won't go into that. And it's very frustrating for me. I know they can't help it, but for me it's very frustrating when my friends say to me, oh my god, everything's going to be bad, I've got nothing to look forward to this year, it's going to be rubbish. And it's really frustrating when people do that because it's actually not going to be bad. Even though right now is bad, doesn't mean the rest of your life is going to be bad. Okay? You have to just think about some good things that are coming up in your life, whether it's you're going on holiday or you've got a birthday coming up, or Easter is coming up, or Halloween, or whatever. And try and think of it as a good thing to look forward to. But living in the now, what I mean by that is like not thinking about the future, because a lot of people get anxiety like if they're going to an interview or if they've got a driving test in a few weeks or an exam or whatever. They start to panic in that moment and think, oh my god, I've got an exam in a couple of days, oh my god. But that's actually the wrong thing to do, because the exam isn't happening right now, so stop stressing about it right now. Because until you're in that moment, until you're at that interview or sitting that exam, you don't need to care. Okay? And what I like to do is write down a list of everything that I have in my life. You have a roof over your head, you have clean water, you have warm clothes, you have a warm bed, you have a toilet. You have a toilet. Some people don't have a toilet. You know? You have, if you have a pet, you know, feel thankful that you've got a pet. If you've got a car, you've got a car. You know, some people don't have cars. And some people don't have shoes. Some people don't have socks. Some people don't have food. You have all this stuff to be thankful for in your life, yet you stress about a small situation. And I know not all situations are small, but I'm just trying to get my point across. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this video because I've been rambling for 25 minutes. There are a few tips that you can take away with you, think about, and come back. Tell me if it worked, because I'd like to know if my advice has helped you. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped you, or if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Comment if this helped. Comment down below if this helped you. Subscribe to my channel for daily content. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!